the book of Proverbs today, and we read that the Proverbs 31 woman, her husband is known in the gates. And right behind us, we have one of the most beautiful gates. By the way, this is my friend Cathe, who is also a guide here in Israel, and she's been explaining a lot of these things to me. But behind us is the Damascus Gate. It's one of the most beautiful gates, not just beautiful, but significant, because down below you see the original Roman arch. There were 3 entrances, 2 smaller gates and 1 large one in the middle. You can see where those original stones are. But the husband of the Proverbs 31 woman is known in the gates, right, Cathe? Because he was free to go about his business and be a success because his wife was at home.
The people who sat in the gate were mostly the important people, the judges and the people who were close to the king. And the one who sat in the gate and was known in the gate is the one who was famous and had a very important job to do. Yes. So he could do it in the gate and could be famous, and he had, this peaceful to do that because he had this great woman behind him who was sitting at home and making the whole works at home, and
he could trust her that she was looking out for the children and the home, and
she freed him, to go and to his own business because he could trust her. So she could take care of the children and prepare everything at home, and this is why he's also proud of her.
Yeah, and the very last verses it says that her husband, he also praises her. Her children will rise up and call her blessed. And here we have the most public area in the city would be the gate, where the decisions would be made. And we read also in the book of Ruth that when Boaz wanted to make a contract of marriage with Ruth and do this publicly before the city elders, he did it also in the gates of the city. We have a beautiful picture here behind us of Old Testament and New Testament life, very significant. All right, let's go inside and take a look at what we see.
Okay.
What kind of cheese is this?
This is Labane. Ariha. She comes from Jericho.
Oh, from Jericho.
Okay, and she makes this cheese by her own at home and comes here to the city to sell it.
Yes.
For the city people, yeah?
Which is interesting because we were just reading from Proverbs 31
Yeah.
how she works willingly with her hands, and she probably has a family at home.
Yes.
And now she's here with her beautiful cheese to sell to the city and to take a profit and to provide for her family.
Yes, that's it. This is exactly.
So this
and then
cheese
normally mornings you will find here a lot of other women like her, and they bring the winery and the
grapes,
grapes to the fruits and vegetables from the garden to sell it,
Well, she's a busy lady. She's walking all around.
Yeah.
But that's a great picture again of a woman who is very hardworking.